Welcome to the Wasatch Powderkeg, the USA and North American Championship. I'm here with you. My name is Max Valverde. I'm going to be with you today. We're going to be recording, videotaping, live via satellite. The qualifiers are just underway. Let's get a microphone in. Let's just talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. Let's check out. We're going to be doing the mixed relay right now. Tomorrow, we're going to be into the sprint, and then we're going to be looking at the individual on Saturday and vertical on Sunday. Just under over to the qualifier. We're going to talk about the course. Thank you for being with us. This is the path to 2026. Today we're doing the mixed relay race. This is the race that is going to be in the Olympics alongside the sprint. It's going to be a male and a female racing together in a relay format. Let's go over to the course and see what we're working with here. All right, so we have the racers getting their qualifying times underway. The way this is going to work is they're going to go up this all the way to the top. We don't have cameras on that side. I'm going to try to stay with you and show as they then transition at the top, come back down, go around here. They're going to go up, and then that's similar to a sprint course. If you've seen the sprint live streams in the past, they're going to go up, transition again, ski down this area, and come down here into the finishing area. Calling bib number 73. I'm going to get my sheet for you. All right, so we're looking for bib number 73. We're looking for Megan Henry from Breckenridge. Let's go over and check these out. Let me plug in need to plug into a battery here real quick. While we're walking through here, let's take a look at I'll show you a little bit of the sprint race last year just to get your flavor going. Let me get the battery going here. And they're off. Going to be picking lanes. Okay, looks like Arthur Whitehead. Okay, looks like I'm going to call it just from vision. It looks like Arthur Whitehead out front. Yeah, Arthur Whitehead out front. Again, doesn't want to burn too many matchsticks. So we got Arthur Whitehead out front, and this is this transition from yesterday that he needs to focus on. 675. Got Ian Clark second. Ian Clark yesterday laid down the fastest qualifier time, but maybe burnt a little bit too many matchsticks. Okay, and Arthur Whitehead out second. Adam Loomis 685 right here. He's going to take going up third. And then we have Griffin Briley in fifth. Let's see if he has enough matchsticks in the matchbox to get up there. And then let's go up to the top cam because this is where the action is going to be unfolding. All right, Emma, read out what you got.
Hey, Max, we have 675.
All right, we're back. Apologies for that. We are at the Wasatch Powderkeg. This is the mixed relay if you're just joining us. So as they come down here, you see they're skiing through gates. Let's go check out the second transition actually. Now they're going to come up to this area here, transition back to skin mode. Here's 82 coming through. This is Samara Shah. She was second in the sprint last year, so she's got a great engine. We're going to see what she can do today, see if she can pass anybody here. We have 84 Jenna Umble, as well as 86 Zoe Leclerc. So they have to get their skins back on now and then go ahead and skin up. So when that's coming into the transition zone, this is 80. So this is Sienna Peterson. She was first in the sprint, presumably very fast at transitions. You can see Sienna Peterson 80, see how she does when she comes down. So as they go up, they're going to be working their way up the diamonds. And as you can see, it's a long road up, but this is similar to the sprint course that we will see tomorrow. And as they work their way up, they're going to go through the diamonds, and we'll see them into a boot pack soon. 81, here we have Stella Gillespie. First in sprint last year in her division. Now it's tricky because there's going to be multiple transitions. This is basically almost a double sprint in a way. They got to work their way up. We have McCall Birkinshaw. She was third in the sprint last year. Quick transitions here, getting back on. Now this is a transition you don't usually see in the sprint because sprint is just up and down. This is up, down, up, down, and in that second up there's also a boot pack. We have Carson Lays coming in second in the sprint in her division last year. A little skin management. So basically everyone is trying to lay down their fastest qualifier time. It's not unlike a sprint. And the way it's going to work today is then based on the top individual times, they're going to be paired up. This is a tough little section. You got to kind of duck walk up.
Where are you going east
and we may be seeing our first racers coming down. So after the boot pack, they're going to need to put their skis back on. We had technical difficulties with the cameras as usual, and we're going to go ahead and take a look, see if we can zoom in. So we see a boot pack there. At the top of the boot pack, they're going to put their skis back on and go up to here. At the top, we're going to do a double rip transition and then work our way back down. I think we might see our first racer coming down, laying down a monster time, unless that's a referee. Oh, there we go. This could be, let's see who this is, coming down, laying down the first time on this mixed relay course. Okay, and this is going to be Ashley Adkins coming down. Nice speed from Ashley. We have Samantha Marin from Bend. She was 5th in the Fireball Rando vertical last year. So she's got the uphill prowess. Let's see how she can do getting up there. Oh, we got to do a little shimmy to get up. Looks like Catherine Noir. She was the first in the individual last year. Super fast on the uphills. Let's see what type of time she can lay down. So this is our race venue. If you're just joining us, this is the Wasatch Powderkeg. This is the USA and North American Championship. Qualifiers are right now. We have our racers coming down. This This is Sienna Peterson. First in the sprint in her division last year. Actually 14th overall in the vertical. And she's a youth. So look, at the bottom here, we're going to need to do one final transition. It's hard to see with this tent. We're going to do one final transition. This is where things could get spicy. Things could get crazy later in the day, so stay with us. We're going to need one final transition here. This is where we're talking about good skin care, and I don't mean Nivea. And Sienna Peterson with a great bottom transition, and that's the finish line. So we got 82, Samara Shaw, Stella Gillespie, Jenna Umble. There goes Samara Shaw. Get that finish line action. There we go. So we got a lot of action today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of action. We're gonna be right here in the middle with you. Our up top cameras are not working with us right now, but we're also going to be checking onto the results. We should be able to pipe the results live there.
Nice,
all right, that's Stella Gillespie with laying down a nice time. And here we have Zoe Leclerc. Okay, looks like we're moving on. Okay, and we are starting to get some scores coming in. We can show you these live. Let's get a good view for you. Let's zoom in a little bit more. All right, so we can see the top times being laid down. McCall Birkinshaw is laying down the top time so far. Is that good? There we go. All right, so we'll see these live coming in. We'll keep checking back with that. If you're just joining us, I'm Max Valverde. I'm going to be commentating with you today. I'm also producing behind the scenes as we're talking. I can put music on like now. I'm going to be with you right now. It is the Skimo mixed relay qualification times being laid down. We're having technical difficulties with some of our upper cameras, but we'll be able to show you live results. We're going to go ahead and show you all the different racers laying down the time. Currently with the mixed relay, the general game plan is going to be they're going to lay down their times and then they're going to be paired up. Mixed relay is a co-ed sport where one male and one female will race together in the finals. This is one of the events that will be in the Olympics. There are going to be 2 Skimo events in the Olympics in a little over a year's time. We're looking at the sprint and the mixed relay. Today is the mixed relay. This is the first mixed relay in the United States that has ever been held. It's kind of a complicated race, so we're going to try to explain it as best we can with you. And so stay with us today. We're going to be getting a lot of qualifying times, a lot of action going on. Then we're going to get teams that are going to be paired up, and then we'll have a final and a podium. So stay with us. Here we go. Let's go walk around and I'll see if I can show you the course. All right. So here's the start line. Oh, let me get my sheet of paper. Sorry. I'm a one-man band. I'm not dissimilar from someone on the streets of Boston with a guitar, a bass drum, and a cymbal on his head. Doing it all here. We've got a Starlink. We're coming at you live via satellite. And so, as you can see here, let's see who we have going. Okay, number 50. So we have Fisher Lays. He's in the U16. He was 5th in the individual last year. So let's start at the beginning. We'll see if we can kind of chase it up and try to show you what's going on here.
I may cut across the course to show you what's going on. So they're marking his time. Okay, and he's off. Now he's gonna wanna not try to burn too many matchsticks. He's gonna go up, and I'm gonna try to sneak to see if we can see. He's going all the way up. And at the top there is a transition. So they're gonna skin all the way to the top. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulties. I'm hoping you're with us. I lost my internet for a second, but they're gonna go to the top there. They're gonna transition at the top, much similar to a sprint. There's no boot pack there. And we're gonna have them come down and ski down 57. So we're looking at Kelly Wolf there. Kelly Wolf was second in the individual, third in the vertical. They're gonna come around, they gotta kind of duck walk up here, take their skis off, put their skins back on. Let me get back down to my little tent and make sure that this broadcast is still happening. We lost internet for a minute. Let me show you the results. So let's take a look. Nothing much has updated. Maybe we get these results in batches. So let's go take a look back and just make sure that this broadcast is going. This is going to be a little bit of a recursive loop because we're going to go to the YouTube and basically watch ourselves. That's wild. Yeah, it looks like we are live. This is wild. This is like Inception here. We're watching our own live stream. I think this could break the internet. All right, let's get back at it. I think we're still going. We have recovered the broadcast. Apologies. Listen, beggars can't be choosers. Here we go. People getting warmed up in the pit. See what type of times we can lay down. It's Colin Krieger from Wanship motoring up there. And here we have coming down Jonathan Hilverda. He was a third in the individual in his age division last year. All right, let's see who we have here. 44 coming up. Looking at Jay McDonald. Silverthorne, Colorado. He was 8th in the individual last year. Going out with a good clip. Got to try to lay some stuff down. You know, there's a lot of energy at the beginning. But as you can see, people start to kind of slow down as they go up into the depths of Mordor up there. It's a pain cave situation here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, who do we have? Who do we have coming down? Let's see. Listen, Skimo skis, really hard to ski on if you've never done it before. It's like skiing on cross-country skis with a little bit of ankle support. 55, we got Victor Duronin, second in the sprint in his age division last year.
Go get him. Go chase him down.
Here we go. Oh, we just missed Owen Crandall. Took off. Owen Crandall heading up there now. He's at a Park City. He was 6th in the individual last year. He's going to see what he can do for the mixed relay. After Owen, we have Braden McNichols out of Salt Lake City. Going out hard, going out strong. Next up, we have Josh Itoy on the U.S. national team. He's out of Park City. He races for Silver Fork Skimo. Last year he was 3rd in the sprint in his age division. He's got a total motor. Let's see what he can do. He's going out.
Let's go!
Nice and easy. Just chilling. He's been here before. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't let the crowd take control of his mind. All right, so we got a lot of action. We got racers coming down. Let's walk around. Now that we get it, let's just go through it again. We're going to be going up here. They're going to race up to the top of this run. At the top, we're going to do a transition from skin to ski. Then they're going to ski back down here. Got some great turns coming in here. Some great turns. Great turns from Ben Trachtenberg. He was fourth in the individual last year. Had enough momentum to get up there without the duck walk. That's nice. All right, so we have some finishers coming. Finishers coming through. Hannah Meck. You can get it. You can be pretty out of sorts. We might see some people passing out here. Knock on wood. So anyway, sorry, I got to keep my train of thought. So after they come down around here, they're going to transition down, put their skins on here, go up through the diamond similar to a sprint course, go to a boot pack, and then at the top we're going to take their skins off and ski down through gates here. They come back down around, and adding insult to injury, there's one more transition that they have to do. They got to ski to skin. So they got to ski and then put their skins back on. As you can see, we just had little skin issues right here, and there was a pass. And there's Jesse Young finishing strong. Okay, and here we have Kelly Wolf finishing. We're having some skin issues. As you can see, look, the skins are coming off here. This is why this is such a technical game. You can have all the energy, you can have all the training, but you might have skin problems, you might have transition problems. Let's take a look at the results here. Let's see if we have any other ones coming in. These are old results. What am I doing? All right, let's take a look. Maybe we need to refresh. I don't know if this is a live situation. All right, let's see what we have for the women right now. We have Jessie Young laying down just a monster time, 9:16. This is wild. Let's see what we can do here. If we can, let's see if we can get professional here for all the NBC Sports reps who are watching out there. Let's just see what we can do. Let's just see. This is what we can do. We got the technology here. So we have Jessie Young laying down a 9:16. Gwen Rudy 9:36. So these are some pretty fast times. Or these are the youth, the younger women. McCall Birkinshaw still with a monster time at 10:08. And I think that the men and the young men have not started laying down times yet. Once we have those, we will bring them to you. Let's see if we can do a little double whammy like this. Does this not work? No, we're not going to do it that. All right, let's just walk around. Let's go see what else we can find while we're laying down times. This is a long course. Remember, we've seen some of these racers up at the top. This is 54. John Hilverda, I believe. Third in the individual. 78th in the vertical overall for men and youth. So what we have to do here is take the skins out of your chest. There is a rule in sprint, mixed relay, and all of Skimo by the governing bodies that, oh, see, we have some skin issues. See, at the end of the race, sometimes those skins just don't stick anymore. So we have to make a decision. What are we going to do? Are we going to spend the time and rub them on our leg, or are we just going to try to, this is a rough one. So sometimes you just got to kind of hobble across. And we're going to see what type of time we can lay down. This is why it is such a technical game. John Hilverda is going to take out his second skin. Now, what are we going to do? Okay. Let's just see. I'm curious to see if this one will stick, if he's going to have similar issues. And we have Stephen Lengel in from Mill Creek. He was third in the sprint last year in his age division, first in the individual. And here we go. The skins seem to be sticking. We seem to have John Hilverda cheats skin nightmare scenario. All right, Stephen Lengel. Nice little quick transition. What he's doing is he's got to put his boots from ski mode to skin mode. Take his skins out. Hope they're doing all right. Skins look pretty sticky. Skins look good. Lay them down on the ski and make his way in. Coming into the transition zone, Victor Duronin. All right, and that's a nice quick transition. There's another rule where you have to put your poles down. If your poles are not down, you can get docked time, a time penalty if you have your poles in your hand, and that's a safety issue. Let's see, I'm going to see what else I can find here.
It's 26 and 25. You're up.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the Powderkeg. We're coming to you live via satellite from beautiful Solitude, the USA National Championship. All right, let's see. Who do we have coming in to the starting line? All right, we're getting into some of the senior men. All right, let's see who we have coming down. I think we just missed a slight issue here. Something, I think, happened with Kai Ostermiller. And there's Massimiliano Zaniello, was 6th in the sprint in his age division last year. Let's see what we have going on for this transition. It's a similar ski to skin. So what we're gonna have to do is, again, take the skins out of your shirt. They need to be fully zipped up. That could be another time penalty. This is that turn. If you can keep speed on this turn, you don't need a duck walk. People will start to learn that. This is Tiernan Pitts, 33. I didn't see who that last racer was. Let's see, we have some racers coming down. Let's go into the transition zone again at the bottom. See what we have. All right, closest to us, 43, is Owen Crandall. Again, we said earlier he was 6th in the individual last year in his age division. Looks like he's been working on his transitions. That's a quick little transition. And we got 46, John McDonald racing. I didn't see who that was. It looked like Itoy. Looked like Josh Itoy. All right, we're gonna go check the scores in a minute. Ben Trachtenberg with some jets. Got Braden McNichols from Salt Lake City, 42. Got Jay McDonald out of Silverthorne, Colorado. He was 8th in the individual last year in his age division. The thing we love about Skimo is the transitions can be so technical. So we got to take the skins out, get them onto the ski. Now, there's always a balance between speed and precision. How much time do you spend making sure it's on there perfectly? Also, there's something called skincare management. And like I said, we're not talking about your nightly exfoliation. We're talking about when you put those skins in your zipper. Is there snow with them? Are you going to wipe them off? Are you going to spend that time or not? 37 just came in. Landon Jacob just came in to the transition zone. Finn Brown in the transition zone. I'm going to go head over to the start line and see who we have starting. This is Thomas Brower. We're getting into the senior men and the U23 men, which race together. And that's Landon Jacob with a great time there. All right, and we're off. Okay, Finn Brown into the transition, or into the finish line. Okay, they're lining him up. They are lining him up. Let's go check the scores. Scores. The results. Have a little cup of coffee. This is my little setup here. Got some cup of Joe. Let's see what's going on in the scores. I can take a seat for a second. Let's see. All right, so we're starting to get some of the men's scores coming in. Let's zoom out a little bit so we. Okay. So senior men are starting to come in. Let's check the senior women. Looks like Jesse Young, Gwen Rudy, and Haley Hafman laying down the fastest times. And you can access this by using this URL here. So we're looking at Benjamin Bigwood for junior men. Now this is going to be a lot of, we're going to see U18 in here. We're going to see U16 in here. So there's going to be a mixed bag in here, but you can just see the scores. Bigwood laying down just a monster time, 8:47. I'm excited to see what Bigwood and Jacob and Etoy lay down tomorrow at the sprint if they're putting down these types of times. And let's just check the junior women really quick. Got McCall Birkinshaw, Sienna Peterson, Carson Lays, Sally Gillespie, Samara Shaw laying down some pretty fast times as well. So we have coming up, I mean this, I don't know how this time seems a little fishy to me. 3:32. I mean, I know the senior men are fast, but I don't think they're that fast. All right, so let's go take a walk and let's look. If you're just joining us, you know what I'm going to do. This is the Wasatch Powderkeg. This is the North American National Championship, the USA Championship. All right, let's go check out what's going on at the start line here. Let's take a look here. Who do we have coming up? 12, Jack Linehan. I know I said his name wrong last year. I said Linehan, so it's definitely not Linehan. Jack Linehan, maybe? Taking off here, 15th in the French National Cup Sprint. He's on the U.S. national team. Let's see if he decides to go out fast or slow. Could be interesting. It's always interesting. How many matches do you bring? Do you do negative sprints or positive sprints? Splits, rather. Okay, so he's going out strong. He's going out real strong. See, this is the thing. Can you hang on to that pace? We'll see if he passes anybody ahead of him. Right here we have Baden Menton from Gunnison, Colorado. 4th in the individual last year. 21st overall in the vertical. So someone who's an individual racer, probably typically liking longer races, but taking part in a sprint race. Let's see what Baden can lay down. Next up, I'm not seeing number 10, Charlie Von Avis. right, let's see, who do we have coming down now? We have Thomas Brower coming down from Norden, and he's going to get up that transition zone. Here we have Zach Jensen from Nederland, 23rd in the individual, 27th in the vertical last year. Okay, just taking off is Sam Burke on the U.S. team. And number 18 right there is Roy Hobbs from Golden. All right, so we have Zane Wasako from Gunnison, Colorado. He was 4th in the sprint in his division last year on the U.S. team. All right, let's see who we have taken off here. Okay, this is Logan Gradanis on the U.S. team, or at least was on the U.S. team. He's not wearing his colors right now. Was 6th in the sprint last year, 3rd in the individual, 6th in the vertical. An all-around savage in the jegging outfit. Let's see what he can lay down. He's raced over in Europe on the World Cup circuit. Let's see if he can hang on to that pace. If he can hang on to that pace up the steeps, I think we could see Logan laying down a pretty fast time. Next, we have Jeff Mogavero on the U.S. team. Last year, super exciting to watch, jumping into the finals. Also fell right around here on the individual race. And here he goes, laying down a nice little start. See if he can hang on to that pace. So let's keep an eye on that. Jeff Mogavero, Logan Gradanis. You can see who's in what order. I'm going to take a look at my cheat sheet. Let's see if that'll focus. That's who we're going to keep an eye on. Jeff Mogavero. All right. And this is Tom Goss on the U.S. team. He's been on the national team for a long time. Just a beast. Has won or has had some really good finishes in Pyramenta. And let's see, here he goes. Tom could hang on to that. He was the sprint national champion 2 years ago and was 2nd in the individual last year. Claire, he was a Nordic racer, just got into Skimo last year and got 2nd in the sprint. He's got a crazy engine. He's wearing the same kit I wore 2 years ago. That plum kit is actually the lightest kit I think that exists, because I looked at it down to the gram. All right, coming through Baden Mente. Let's see if the same order holds. Okay, Griffin Briley from Park City. Look at this motorboat ripping. He was 48th in the vert and 50th in the sprint in Courchevel in the world just recently. And in 2023, he was 1st in the individual, 2nd in the vertical, and 3rd in the sprint in the junior world championship. So looks like Griffin Briley is hanging on to a pretty tight, pretty hard pace here. This is John Gaston, just a total legend in the sport. 1st in the individual, 1st in the vertical last year. Not known as a short sprinter, more of a longer distance athlete, but you know, when you are such a savage, sometimes you can reach a time. Like right now we got through. And then Cam Smith, this is going to be our last racer. Cam Smith races on the U.S. national team, going out strong. Cam Smith was 10th in the Courchevel Vert in December in the world. Cam is podiumed on the vertical a couple of years ago in the world. Has insane stats behind him. This is going to be interesting to see because this is not a sprint. It's more than twice as long as a sprint. Logan Gradanis coming down. So let's work our way up here. and then see if we have any sort of order changes or lead changes. So we have Logan Graydanis. Let's see if Jeff Mogavero comes up next, or if Tom Goth took him. I'm going to try to stand here. Since there's not much left, I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to work my way up to the boot pack, see if we can get a little bit more visibility because our cameras up top are not working. All right, so who do we have coming through? Okay, Tom Goth coming in. So Tom's now going to transition from ski to skin. And past Jeff slightly, we'll see what type of skin management we have. Let's work our way up. So what they're going to do now is put their skins back on, and then now coming into the transition zone. Looks like David Sinclair. Okay, Mogavero out first. He's got a fast transition. He did this in the sprint. That's how he got into the finals in the Viking sprints. And here's Tom Goth hot on his tails. So in the course inspection, they might have checked that out. As you can see, we got a lot of senior men. This is the we may be seeing someone who may race on the U.S. Olympic team. So we have David Sinclair